Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 2 for multi-vendor e-commerce website in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we will set up the project and we will start to creating the database models. Okay, models means we will start creating the tables, right? In our previous video, we have seen that what we are creating for this project, what features we will add in this project. Okay, so let's start with set up the project, right? So for set up the project, first of all you need to, and one more thing, I'm assuming that we have a basic knowledge of Django. If not, then there is no issue. I'm going to set up this project from scratch, but I'm not going a deep level, but I will just give you an overview. Okay, so because this is a Django and this is a Python framework, so the first thing we need Python, right? So you can just simply go python.org. okay, so from here you can download the latest Python. Okay, you will download the latest Python and set up according to your operating system. I am using Ubuntu, so whatever I have settled in this project according to the Ubuntu, right? So the current version of this project is Python is 3.10, right? So after setting the Python, you need a okay, so one more thing, let's divide this in. So first of all Python, and the second thing, you need to install virtual environment. Okay, virtual environment, so it will isolate your project, right? So whatever you will do for the, we can create the environment for specific project, right? So we have a, now we have a Python. So Python comes with the pip, pip command. Like if you have used Node.js and if you have used any Ruby, then they have a default command, like Node.js has npm, Ruby has gems. So similarly Python has pip command, like PHP has composer. So with the pip command you can simply install, when you go to the command line, you can simply install pip install virtual env, right? So after creating this virtual env, you just need to, currently you have installed the virtual environment package. Now the third step is install virtual environment. I will give the command in the description, right? So pip install virtual env. Now we have installed the package. Now we will create the virtual environment, right? So create virtual environment, right? So for creating the virtual environment, we will see Python 3 -m venv. So this is the command from this package and this is the name of the environment, right? So after creating the environment, we will activate this environment. So for activating this environment, so this is the command from the according to the Linux. Okay, so whatever operating system you are using, please search this command. So it's a little bit different just. Okay, so source env/bin/activate. Once you activate the command, the environment name will show like this. Okay, so because I have activated this, if you want to deactivate, just simply say deactivate. Okay, and if you want to activate, then source env/bin activate. So here we have a activated. Now we are in the environment. Okay, so first of all we will install pip install Django. So this will install the latest Django version. Okay, so pip install Django, because I have already installed it, so I will not do this and I will not run this command again. So pip install Django. Okay, So after installing the Django, we will just this is the Django. We have installed the Django. Now we will create the Django project. So for creating the Django project, we will do Django admin start project, right? Start project, the project name, I named it backend API because we have divided this we will divide this project into two sections. One is a front end, second is backend. In the backend we will create the API and whatever the backend code. In the front end we will do the ReactJs, right? So Django admin start project, right? Maybe I'm little confused about the Django admin create project. Let me check it. Django admin start project. So write your first project. So this is the Django admin start project. This is the right command, right? So after creating this project, here I have created this. Oh no, this is the video, sorry. So this is the project backend API, right? So by default it comes with a SQLite database. Okay, we will discuss this later step by step. Okay, so we have, sorry, no, this one. Okay, so now we have a project, so we will go to in the project, so cd backend API, and after this we will, so project can contain multiple apps, right? So first of all we will create a app. So I have created the app. If you go to the backend API, I have created, I didn't created the app. So we have created the project. So let's try to run this project. So Python 3 manage.py run server. So this is the command to run the project. Okay, so admin start project. So this is, I will adding this activate virtual environment, right? And this is install Django, create Django project, right? And then run Django project. Okay, so for running the Django project we will say Python 3 manage.py run server. First of all you will go to that project and then we will run manage.py, because manage.py is responsible for handling the all commands, right? So this is written by the Django core developers. Okay, so we will not discuss about how we can customize because this will go to the advanced level topic. Okay, so now the project is running. Let's see. So the port is 127 point something. So copy this link and paste it here. Okay, so Django is working, right? So Django by default comes with a SQLite database, but we are going to use the PostgreSQL. So first of all you need to install the PostgreSQL, the first thing. Okay, so from this website, from this documentation, okay, so you can simply follow the steps according to your operating system. Okay, maybe this will take some time, but you will know lots of things. Okay, so I'm going to here, so install PostgreSQL, right? So install PostgreSQL. After installing the PostgreSQL, you also need to install pgadmin. Okay, so version 4. pgadmin is help to understand the queries, see the data in the UI. Like we are using for the MySQL, we have a MySQL workbench, or in the XAMPP we use PHP myadmin. So similarly we have a pgadmin. right? So this is the pg admin, so you can just simply install this, right? So you will install this and create the database. We will see, I will show you that how we will do that, right? So you can just simply go in these two things and you can install the PostgreSQL and pgadmin. Okay, so PostgreSQL is a database and pgadmin is a UI for the database. Okay, now the next thing is we need to install the package, the Django package, the Python package, which helps to connect the database and with the Django, right? So the package name is let me show you the package name. So we have requirement.txt file. So here is a package is psycopg2 binary, right? So whatever the things you are installing, just add in the requirements.txt file, right? So that whenever we need to see that what packages are we are using, so we can refer this, and if we want to install, then we can install this easily, right? So we have install, we will see what's the name is binary package, right? So the command is pip install, very easy command, right? Now after installing this, let's open the project. Here we have settings.py file. All the things, all the core things we will set in the settings.py file, right? So in the settings.py file, here we have a database, right? So this is default SQLite, so I have commented this, but now because we are using the PostgreSQL, so we will use engine name PostgreSQL. This is the database name Multivendor Ecommerce. Let me show you. So when you install, after installing the pgadmin look like this. It will take few seconds to start. Yes, so set the password, server, let's say this one, and we have a database, and this is Multivendor Ecommerce. So when you create the database, it will ask you for the username, for the password, for the database name. So I have put this, and the host is localhost, right? Now everything will be in the, now we are connected with the Multivendor Ecommerce database, right? So we have settled our Django, we have settled our PostgreSQL database. Now we have one package that we will use, and that is REST framework, Django REST framework. Without this package you can also write the APIs, but this package helps you to create the APIs fast with the fully inbuilt batteries. Battery means they this REST framework provides us default permission, authentication, and all the things, right? So we don't need to write all these basic things from the scratch. So they will provide us, and we will use accordingly in the standard way. Okay, so this is REST framework. So this is the official website, and you can just follow this, and they are explaining everything in very well manners. Okay, so installation, when you go to this, then they are using this one. So we will use just this package, Django REST framework. So here we will see, and last one is Django REST framework, right? So PHP install Django REST framework. After installing this, you need to add the package in the installed apps. So this is REST framework, they are also saying that, right? So after all these things, you have you have installed the Django, and everything is working, right? So now our project is set up. I mean, we have settled our Django. Okay, our not whole project, yes, obviously. So now it's time to create the database models. Okay, so if you are, it's my personal recommendations, or you can say suggestions. Whenever we create a project, or whenever we start the project, first of all we should start with the database models, because we are going to save our data in that model. So how the database models behave, so according to that our project will behave. Okay, so first of all I think we should start with our database models. Later we will see that how we can do the other things. Okay, so first of all, for the model, first of all we need to create an app. Okay, so currently we have created a API, but now we need to create an app. Okay, so in the project we can create multiple apps, right? So let's close the server with a control C, and then we will say, because we are now in the project, so we will say python 3 manage.py start project main. Okay, now if we go here and backend API, here we have a main. Now main comes with oh, we did wrong. We need to create a, not a project, but we need to create a app. So this will not a project, this should be app. Okay, so main, and now we have the files. So admins, this will handle the admin tools. Okay, apps. Okay, so this will handle the by default section for this particular app. Okay, this is initiate.py, this defines this app as a module. Migrations, whenever we create the whenever we add the models in our app, this migration we will migrate create the migrations, then migrate in the database. Okay, we will see the examples. In the models we will create the models. Test is responsible for test, view is responsible for our loading the templates. Okay, loading the templates, sending the model data to the templates, right? We also need to create one more file here, and that is our file will be urls.py file, but we will see that later. So let's create the models.py file, not create, I mean let's create the models. Okay, so if we look at the features, then if I summarize the project, that will be our project is related to the multi-vendor e-commerce, and our field is digital products, like not digital, downloadable projects like theme forest. So first of all, seller will come, login or register, then he can create the category, then he can upload the products or scripts in that particular category, right? So first of all, what we will do, we will create our seller model, right? So now let's start with the seller model. Okay, so we have seller models. Okay, so class, let's say vendor, not seller, because we are saying here vendor, so let's say vendor. Okay, so models dot model, right? So I'm not, this is not our this is not our final model, but we will improve this with the in our way. Okay, so from start to end I'm just going to create this basic vendor model, then later we will need, when we need, we will improve this, right? So vendor model. Okay, so vendor model, so vendor is models dot model. First of all, let's add here the we have name, username, let's say full name, not full name, let's see here, what we can add in the model. Just give me a second. So vendor has username, full name, and let's say address. Not address, actually Django, when we install the Django and when we migrate this, Django comes with a model. That model is known as user model. Okay, actually not a user model, it comes with the authentication system. So in that authentication system, a user model exists. Okay, so when we install the Django project and after that we will run this command python 3 manage.py migrate. Okay, one more thing, we need to add here our app which we have created, main, and we will add this main at the top. Yes, okay, right. So now our main is connected with our project now. Okay, so what I'm saying, python 3 manage.py migrate. Let me comment this, else it will create error. Migrate. Okay, so it is saying apply all migrations. So these migrations comes with Django when we install that. Okay, so if I show you in the schema and in the tables, we have 10 tables: auth group, auth permission, auth user group. These are comes with the Django, right? So I have already run this command so that it is saying no migration to apply. It means we have already a user model. Okay, so what we will do, we will extend that user model. Okay, and because user model has a default fields, first name, last name, all the things, let me show you in the Django user model. This is the user model. Okay, so first name, last name, username, they have fields. Okay, so we will use these fields for our vendor, right? So we will extend this model. Okay, so how we can extend this, let me show you. So we will say anonymous user group model. We have one more thing here. We will say here from Django.db not db Django.contrib.auth.models import user, right? So this is our user model. Now in our vendor we will attach with this user. So let's say we will say user equal to models dot foreign key field, and this is user. Okay, the second field is on delete. If we have deleted the user data, then what should happen? So on delete cascade models dot cascade. So it means the data will also deleted. If we delete the user, the attached vendor will also delete it. So what we will do here, we will say, okay, this is fine. Okay, now we will create one more field here which is not in the user model. Let's say address. So models dot, let's say text field. Okay, and let's say null equal to true. It means it can be empty, right? Now Now we have this model. Now we have created this model. Let's migrate this. So let's test our everything. So Python manage.py make migrations. So this will create the migrations. No module tick enter. Where is tick enter? What is that? Oh, this is coming from here. Models dot cascade. Okay, let's see. Python 3 manage.py. Whenever we change in the model, you should run this command, Python 3 manage.py make migrations. So here you can see that migration is created. Now if you go to the migrations, main migrations, here you have, okay. So in this the structure is defined, okay. So what we are going to do, okay, so this structure is defined, everything is defined. Now we will run Python 3 manage.py migrate, right? So applying main migrate. Now if we go here and refresh this page, refresh this table, here you have 11 table and main vendor. So the main vendor means application name, app name and table name. So in the columns we have ID, address, user ID. Okay, so ID is a default, okay, address is whatever the field we have added, and user ID is also we have added, right? So by this we have connected with PostgreSQL. I know you have to set up the PostgreSQL and PG admin, so spend some time on that and you can achieve this. Okay, so we have connected the Django, we have connected the Django model, right? We have created the Django model, seller model. Okay, so after seller model, right, so when seller is prepared, then seller can create category. Okay, so everything can created by the seller, or admin can create everything according to seller, right? So we will say product category. So class category, let's say product category, because product category models dot model, right? And the first thing is title. So models dot char field. So whenever you use char field, the max length is compulsory, right? Title, and then we will say some detail. So models dot text field, and this can be null, right? And whenever we call this, then we will return this magic method. Whenever we call this product category, then this will return whatever we want. So this will return self.title. Okay, by default it will return the object type structure, but now it will return self.title. Okay, so now let's create, okay, one more thing, we need to attach this category with the vendor, that who is created this category. 1 minute. Product category, let's make the category universal for all, not according to the vendor. Okay, so this can be created only by the admin, and vendor can only add the products, right, according to the category. So we will say products, so class product models dot model, right? And these things will require, so title, detail, let's say price equal to models dot float field, right? and this is required field. Okay, so title, detail, price. Let's go with this current these fields, later we will see that. Okay, so title, detail and price. Okay, so now let's go for Python 3 manage.py, make migrations. Right, now migrate. So after this we should have 13 tables. Yes, 13. And we have vendor, product category and product. Right, so let's one time overview this. We should have category and products. Right, we will do other things later, orders and all the things. Okay, so we have a basic setup for the category, for the seller, category and products. Right, so and we have it's working. Now let's see one more thing. I just want to return. Okay, so in the next video we will show the data. Okay, we will fetch the data from the database and show as a API. Right, so we will see that how we can do that, because currently I think it's enough to just understand that how we can set up the project and how we can connect with model, create the models and all the things. Okay, so let's see in the next video. We will start to creating our API and we will further create our more models. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video and please see all the documentation. Okay, just the basic things, because this will going to big project and we will cover lot of topics and lot of things. Okay, so and if you want to learn more Django with example, then you can just check out my website projectplaza.com. Here I am uploading the projects, Django projects, in a very low price. So this is also one kind of support for me. Okay, if you purchase this, so you can purchase this in both Indian and USD currency. Right, and you can also become the vendor for this website, so that you can also sell your scripts and commission is very high. I mean commission, not your profit is very high, commission is very low. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you are first time viewer of this channel, then please subscribe. Okay, so and you can also join the channel, so I will provide with the source code of the project. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you.